Kids.
So there was a tweet that said, "Our sons are aware that if they have babies out of wedlock, they'll lose their inheritance for them, and they'll have to start from scratch. We were clear about this prior to having children. Most boys comfortable with doing this because they have zero standards, expectations, and inheritance. You have to incentivize good behavior and decisions." So do we like that?
I fuck with it. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's definitely can depend. It depends on the child.
Oh, of
Cause
course.
some children, you know what I'm saying, they just crash out, 18, just marry whatever, just so they know they get their inheritance. You know
Yep.
what I mean? But like, if you actually stick to the plan and just, basically, they're just saying like, yo, just live your life, go to school, do what you gotta do, wait to have kids, meet the right one, and then you can have whatever. Then I feel like there's nothing wrong with setting that in place when it comes to finances. Cause I mean, if I'm just being all the way frank, our parents ain't gotta do shit.
True.
So if an inheritance, in my opinion, is a gift. You know what I mean?
And you just like talking about like future topics.
I'm just
You
saying,
want
bro.
that?
Like that, like for me, like I view that as a gift. So like, if I want you to be on some kind of straight and narrow, as I'm giving you this gift, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Now some shit is kind of wild. I heard some wild shit on inheritance, like they
Oh
do some,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
some whole other shit. But like,
Like,
I want you to basically meet a wife and get married and have kids
see, like,
in that order. I don't see what's the problem in that.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's just like they sons still could be out here, fucking and whatnot. They could pay for some abortions to make sure they get the. I'm dead ass. Like I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like it's like you don't really know what's going. Like they like the parents don't really know what's really going on out here. They just don't want no kids out of wedlock.
So
They can hide it. They can definitely hide it. I see what you're saying, but like, I don't know. That's just extra work at that point, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
not really.
I have mixed emotions about it. Of course, I would.
Uh-huh.
I feel like a little bit it's kind of weird because you're forcing your kids to live a certain lifestyle.
Yep.
Because
Are you though?
Kind of.
yeah, you're literally like you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, and
Oh,
then you'll
you
get your
can.
inheritance.
You can, but
and then you don't get shit from us.
no. You can, but the other human being can't come after the fact. The baby.
I see what you're saying.
So now, what I think
I don't know,
is
yo. I don't know. Go
what
ahead.
I
Finish
think
your
is
statement
weird
though.
about
Yeah.
it is like you literally like setting a path for your child because you never know what's gonna happen in life. I understand the main point is like a child out of wedlock, but like a lot of times people with inheritance like they do have a lot of rules, and it's kind of fucked up when you think about it because it's like you literally want your kid to be exactly like you, or you're not gonna help them in life. It's like you raise them up to say, when you're this old, you get this. When you're this old, you get this. But don't fuck up because I'll take it all away, and then you can struggle and do it all yourself. It's kind of like you're building them up to be like, we're going to help you through whatever. We got you. You have an inheritance. And then one fuck up, and they're like, just kidding. You're literally on your own. So now the whole child out of wedlock thing, inheritance doesn't always come at 18. Sometimes it comes if a certain family member passes away.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it comes, if you're 25, a grown ass adult, and have a slip up and now you have nothing. Now you're like, oh fuck, like I just lost my entire inheritance because of a slip up, and I'm a 25-year-old grown ass man.
Don't slip up as a grown ass man, 25 years old.
Listen,
Yo,
I don't know.
I don't
shit
know,
happens,
bro.
bro.
The way I
just-
look at it is, it's just like think about it in even like the religion aspect. In religion, you have your do's and your don'ts.
Mm-hmm.
You do all the do's, you go to the greater place. If you do a whole bunch of the don'ts, you go to the lower place.
But I feel like
Right?
that's also
Ain't
just
that how it
forcing it
go?
onto people.
Is it really forcing?
Yeah,
Yes.
because you know what? Sometimes
That means
you
that
you could
obtainable
come-
object is controlling you. That's how I look at that.
if you come from an entirely like Christian family, Christian household, and they're like, these are our Christian rules set.
Right?
Sometimes kids grow up and realize this isn't the religion that I believe in. This isn't the so now you're telling me in order for me to get my inheritance and live the life that I've been brought up to live for the past 18 plus years,
Mhm.
I have to agree with everything you say, every belief you have,
Exactly.
every rule.
Because that's my program that I've been programmed on that made me have this inheritance that
Then
you
I'd
so
rather
want.
not. Then I'd rather not have an
Exactly.
inheritance. If I can't be
So
myself,
do your thing.
if
No,
I
'cause
can't,
my
if
thing-
I can't be myself,
I
but I
mean-
also feel like it's really like weird. I just feel like it's weird. Like as a mom, if I have an inheritance set aside for my child,
Mhm.
having a kid out of wedlock, I couldn't as a mother look at my son and be like, you get nothing.
Real shit.
Like, what type of mother are you? I understand, like, I'm disappointed in you, have a talk, but like ripping everything out from under your child with a straight face, you're a terrible person. And that's my personal opinion. I know Leek's about to say, but you're really a fucking shitty person. Any person that can be like, my child made this one mistake and I'm ripping everything away from them, you're not the type of person that should have kids. You should want your kids to do better. You should want to, like, you know, talk about it or something. But like being so comfortable as to say one fuck up and you're done for, that's not a good parent.
Yeah, I just think that rule's kind of petty. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
it's
after
very
the-
petty.
like,
but
I think
it's like I just understand it because again, it's not yours. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
But at 26, you have a kid out of wedlock because you want to have some fun.
it's some
Your whole
that's
shit
not
going.
yours
Not even
anyway.
that. What if
That's
you
how-
don't want to be married?
Exactly.
Not everybody wants to be married. Now fuck, if I want to live a good life, I have to fucking get married. Fuck. Like, no, not everybody wants to get married. It's a little, I know some people think it's like a great thing, but to some people it's a fucking piece of paper. It's not that important.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Shit, in some states, you can be legally married if you
And with the person
announce
long
it
enough.
in front of people so many times, or if you're with them for so long. Some states see that as a legal marriage.
Yeah.
So, like, some people don't want to do the whole ceremony, don't want to sign papers, don't want to do all this. And that's what I'm talking about. You can't force your kids to be like, okay, if I want this inheritance, even though I want kids with you, we've been together 15 years. I want kids with you. I want my inheritance. I don't want to get married. You don't want to get married. But fuck, now we have to just to make my mom happy. That's not controlling
not.
as fuck. That's not
really.
controlling as fuck. That
It
is.
I don't really see it that way.
If I
I'm
gotta miss
sorry.
out,
I just don't.
If I gotta miss out on some bread because I have to get married in order to have kids, like that sounds insane to me.
Yeah.
We know you should get married.
Like that's
I'm not even gonna say you should get married. You don't gotta do shit you don't
We know.
want to do.
I understand. Like, that's the proper way.
It's the proper way. So
But
how can I word
it's
this?
the proper
It's like,
way to
okay,
some
right? The
religions,
TV
not
on
to
ESPN right now, right?
It's on ABC.
ABC. Whatever.
Nigga.
The
This
program-
nigga don't know his channel.
Well, look, it say ESPN or ABC.
on
No,
ABC. Yeah.
You
Man,
get what I'm trying to say.
Sometimes this nigga don't know what he's talking about.
Look, first of all, it was a question. But
Right.
what I'm saying is, if I have a program, right, that we stick it to, this is how we believe life should go.
That's how you believe life should
I
go.
understand that. So you don't have to stick with the program. You could do your independent thing, but don't worry about my bread or don't worry
Those,
about
those
my
are the type
house.
of parents who.
I'm gonna give you all the tools you need in life, and I'm gonna make sure you straight while I'm alive.
Those
but,
are the
like,
type of parents that lose contact with their kids.
Yeah, I think that
all I'm
that
saying.
rule's kind of crazy. And I like if you like fucking up, like you getting arrested and shit like that. Cool. I'll be fully on that side. But like just because you had a kid out of wedlock, I gotta lose out on.
I
money.
guarantee you.
My thing is I feel like it's the thing that's getting like the kid out of wedlock thing. I look at it as just a thing. Like it could be
It depends.
kid out of wedlock. It could be fucking, I don't know, cutting off your toe. Like I don't know. It's just a thing. Just that's their program that they wanna.
And I
have in their
guarantee you,
inheritance or whatever. And
I
if you're with
guarantee
the
you,
program, then you get it.
if that son has a child
I
out
don't
of
know.
wedlock, that's gonna be a baby that mother never meets.
I wouldn't say
You're
all
cutting
that.
off.
That's kind of
You're
crazy
I
if you ask
if
me.
if my
The rule is kind of crazy if you
Yeah.
ask me. Like I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not really mad. I'm not mad at it per se, but at the same time, I'm not gonna act like shit doesn't happen.
you expect me to bring my child around you when you just took my whole life away. Like,
Because of the
you
child?
didn't want the baby to be here. Now you want to, oh, I'm a grandma.
No,
Girl,
I want the
fuck
baby
you.
to be there. I just want it to be, you know.
All right, and you will never meet the
under
baby. And I
that circumstance, I
guarantee you,
guess.
in that situation, they're going to lose contact over the years because what person in their right mind is going to have a baby that their mom just posted all over the internet she didn't want until wedlock? You got all this animosity towards the baby already, and now you want me to
That's
be?
not the case. The baby
It's gonna
got
be
shit to
it's
do with nothing.
it's going to be the case if
Yeah.
if my mom was on that. Well, she's not. Thank God.
Thank God.
But but if she was on that and I had a kid out of wedlock,
So let's
Because my
change.
mom-
Let's change the thing. Let's change that. Let's say if you has to go to school and get a degree.
I don't want to go to college. College ain't for
Exactly.
everybody. You can't force me to live the life you want me to live.
So as a parent, you just gotta give up everything.
what do mean
You don't
give
have to give up
everything?
everything. Don't fucking promise your kids an inheritance and then put mad rules behind it
No,
to
mad-
try to form them into what you want
No.
them to be.
Mad petty rules like
Yeah.
shit like if like
I don't
Going
think
to-
that's petty.
If my son grows up and decides, you know what, right out of school, I don't want to, or right out of high school, I don't want to go to
That's
college.
fine.
I want
You
to go
don't
to the
gotta
military.
college right after school.
I don't want to do that. He don't want to go to college at all. It's your rule. Go to hell. Stop trying to make these kids do what you want them to do. You had your time to live. You had your time to choose if you wanted to go to school. You had your time to choose if you wanted to have kids out of wedlock, if you wanted to do this. This is a whole nother life. Let that fucking kid live their life. You don't get, I feel like a lot of people, just because they're a parent, they automatically assume I have a say-so in everything you do in life. That is so crazy. If you have kids specifically for the reason to be like, oh yeah, they're going to grow up and do this and do this and do this, you're living through your child. Let your fucking child live.
Yo, this low key remind me of what's his name, the prince, that the throned himself and all that. What's his name? Henry. What's his
With
name?
Meghan Markle. Yeah, y'all.
It kind of reminds me of that. It's like how I feel. Like he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He's not feeling their program. They, want a person that look like this, act like that, whatever. And he's like, nah, I fuck with Shorty.
see that's
And-
fucked
and
up.
like,
that's
so
not
you
what he
can
said.
have your-
That's the thing, though. He didn't say, nah, I fuck with Shorty. He said, wow, you people are fucking weird. I'm leaving. That's what
Exactly.
happened. He had a falling out with his whole family. Not because, oh, but I love her so much. Granted, yes, he does love her, and that was one of the reasons. But he been vocal about it. Like, you guys are fucking weird. This is fucking weird. Y'all don't feel fucking weird. And he said, I don't want to do this anymore, and guess what? I don't have to. And he left. But that should have been the eye-opener. Not, oh, yeah, you don't have to do it. It should be, why the fuck are y'all trying to make him do it?
That's a fact.
Yo,
As a grown-ass woman, you're like, if you're going to be part of this family, you can't be an actress anymore. Fuck y'all. Like, I'm grown as fuck. If I want to be an act, fuck y'all and your family. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Royal or not, fuck all y'all. I'd have been out.
Exactly.
I don't know. I
You gotta
get
let
it.
people live their
I'm
life.
not saying I would live like that. Like I don't really like for my shit. It's I die, you get it. It is what it is because you're gonna
Yeah.
live your life regardless. But at the same time, I do understand the people that like what's his name, Warren Buffett. His kids are getting none of his money, and he's very vocal about that. This is one of the richest mans in the world.
Loser.
Like
He's a loser.
bees. You feel what I'm saying? He's like, nah, like I'm gonna give it to the zoos and shit. Like, you feel?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's what I want to do with my money. Then,
He one of them people.
if
That's
you want to
fine.
get
Then
some,
don't tell your
like,
kids they
I
have a
get
possible
it.
inheritance. That's the thing.
But I feel like at the
Some
same
people
time,
just need to
even
shut the
like,
fuck up.
The kind of like swerve back onto the topic. I feel like if like parents that have it like that
Mm-hmm.
to begin with while they're alive, their kids should be straight in some sort of facet. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you should be good while you're here anyway, in
Yeah.
some sort of way. Like you shouldn't be relying on. You see what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Warren Buffett's kids shouldn't be relying on fucking his inheritance.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
But-
saying?
Them kids,
Like
what they call
what I
them, Nepo
taught you
babies
should
and
have
shit.
you
But-
somewhat straight.
Not all rich people teach their kids shit. Some
Nope.
rich people teach their kids, you don't gotta work for nothing. You got it. We good.
Which is facts. I seen that personally, which is
No, it
crazy.
is. It is.
That's some wild shit in my blood, but hey. Hey.
Yeah.
However you live, I
Yeah,
guess.
listen, like I mean, like I said, I'm not mad at it, but I'm not going to say the
Yeah, like,
rule,
like, me
the
personally,
rule
I'm
ain't
not-
something.
If that
Doing
was the
that,
case, though,
but
I wouldn't
I
even
don't
tell my kid he had an inheritance on the way.
Real shit.
I would just be like, dang, he doing some shit I don't like. Scratch that. But like to tell them about it and like throw it in their face constantly,
That could be a
constantly.
motivation.
That's
It
weird.
ain't no motivation.
tactic.
Tearing
Let's say-
people down is never motivation.
Let's
That shouldn't be a tear
let's say
down
he in
metric,
college. All right,
bro.
let's say he in college. He meets a nice young
Some
lady.
fine shit.
Exactly.
Fine shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's say he in college. He gonna be like, damn, I can't do nothing with her. I'm gonna lose all my money. That don't sound insane to you?
Bro, maybe that fine little shit you gotta try to make a honest woman.
Listen,
I'm
As
just
opposed
saying.
to you saying she's not already an honest woman? 'Cause she a
She
fine
might
shit?
she might not be because she a fine shit in college.
She in school to be a brain surgeon.
Exactly.
You know,
Those little
straight A's, Dean's List.
Hey, then she that type of chick, then you need to make a honest woman.
I'm gonna lose all my fucking money if I do.
I
Like,
said no. That's the way you do need to try to make an honest woman.
I mean, like,
marry
I
and
just think-
whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case,
like,
marriage.
that should be. And plus, that's even more easy. She
Like-
beautiful. She smart. She a fine little shit. What we talking about?
like, I don't know. I just think,
Nigga didn't state not one good quality. Just she pretty and smart. Like,
I just think,
Bro, she pretty smart. You know what I mean?
I just think the motivation to like do good isn't natural. I think that's the issue.
Like, I don't know. Like, all right. So for an example, what my dad, God rest his dead, his thing for me, because he didn't graduate high school, so he's
Yeah.
like, yo, you graduate high school, you get in a car.
yeah,
Like, what's the difference in my opinion?
That-
I don't see a difference.
that's more.
And
of like
look,
a,
I hated high school. Fun fact.
I
I fucking hated the shit. I wanted to drop out and all that, just start working and making money. But it was like, you know what? At the
I
end
need
of
a
the
car.
day, I need a
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference?
I think-
feel like a car opposed to an entire inheritance that you've lived your entire life for is very different though.
But
because you
didn't
coulda
live
got a
for
car
it.
without
the person
him
that
helping
got the,
you.
That's writing the inheritance worked for it.
Then
They're
don't
just
promise me
gifting
shit.
it to you because when you die, you can't take the shit with you.
All right, so then why take it away?
True.
Where's it gonna go now? In your funky
But
ass
my
bank
thing
account.
is, I think that's the problem. It's not yours to begin with.
Then don't talk to me about it. I don't give a fuck about your pocket. Stop telling me I'm getting an inheritance if you're going to take it away every 5 minutes when you get mad. Shut the hell up about it.
Oh my lord. I don't know. I guess I'm old school.
Just be a parent and give life advice. And then if your
Exactly.
kid don't do it, they going to don't do what you want them to do. Okay, take it away little by little. Don't say shit about it. But don't be like, you have $2,500,000 billion waiting for you. You can't do this. 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 And I'm watching you.
Don't fuck up.
Go to hell. I don't want none of that shit. I don't want none of that
And you
shit.
can get it all. Like, I don't know. Some shit is crazy. But, like, making your son or your daughter an honest man or woman, or at least attempting to,
You
I can't be
make
mad
them
at
anything. They have to make them.
that. I mean, you're not
themselves.
making it. You're just, this is a suggestion. And you
Exactly,
can get
a
this if you fulfill the
suggestion.
suggestion. And if you don't take it, you can just live life as an independent how you live.
And I won't be speaking
That's
to
what I'm saying. I
you.
don't
But
know.
that's crazy to say that.
No,
Like,
it's
why would
not.
you stop
If-
talking to
alright,
your parent because
alright.
you're not getting an inheritance?
I could be
Like,
a
to me,
good
that
person.
sounds crazy.
like I could be a good person.
right.
Like, and my mom knows I'm a good person.
For sure.
But because I gave her a grandchild out of wedlock, I lose all my inheritance. That just negates everything. I
For
could be a
one, I
straight
would
A
say if you
student.
literally lose all of it, like if we're talking like literally a all or nothing kind of case, yeah, that is fucked up. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like let's be honest, like I highly doubt you'll just get nothing. Like you're still gonna get
Them
something
bitch
out
don't
the
say
deal.
I'm getting nothing. Listen.
It's a fucking fear tactic that fucking people
Exactly. That's a
use.
terrible parenting. That's a terrible parent to be. Scare tactics
Man,
on your
it's
kids
crazy
instead
out
of
here in this world. You gotta do what you gotta do to get that child to
the difference
understand.
between if your kid is riding their bike fast down a hill,
Mm-hmm.
the difference between you stopping them and being like, listen, you have to be a little bit more careful so you don't hurt yourself, opposed to you're gonna fucking get hit by a car and you're gonna, now they're scared to do it, period, instead of just being like, oh, okay, I just have to be careful. Scare tactics are terrible. You instantly put trauma on your child. If that's the type of parent you are, buy a dog instead, please.
I ain't gonna lie, I learned by failure. So, cause I was hard headed, I ain't never listened. So I was a kid, like you could scream it, you could tell me the whole night, but I gotta crash out to really understand.
Oh, nah, you not screaming at me about shit.
I mean,
know that before?
the screaming help understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
The screaming
Yeah,
definitely helps
exactly.
understand.
not for me. I've always been the type where if you want me to to get it, you better talk to me with some fucking sense.
Oh no.
Nah,
I
that
ain't
shit
gonna
don't work with me.
My mom ain't play
all the
that
sense
shit.
in the world,
Exactly.
like-
Exactly. My mom tried that shit.
I promise you, the second you start yelling at me, I'm over here. I don't give a fuck what you're saying no more. I
Alright.
really don't.
Then that's when you fuck around, find out.
Listen, and when you tone it down, I'll find out.
So like, all right. So you about to get smacked by a truck. You want a motherfucker be like, yo, this truck coming. You about to get smacked.
That's different.
different.
That's
That's
life or death, nigga.
Yeah.
Come on. See,
That's
you
how I
digging,
look
you
at.
reaching.
Yo, that's how I look at.
And
life,
that's the
though.
problem.
But
That's the
how I look
problem.
at life.
It's
though.
like it's more like your mom tell you to stop doing something time after
Right.
time after time
because
after time
she see
after
this
time.
fucking truck coming that
Exactly.
you don't. She
Exactly.
see you out here fucking up with the
Exactly.
wrong crowd. Yo, Tony is not the one to hang around with. He sells drugs with the boys, tote guns. You're a schoolboy.
I'd have been
Don't
going
hang
already.
around Tony. Don't hang around Tony. Now you hang around Tony and you get clipped. And somebody trying to hit Tony.
Stupid
'Cause
is and
he
stupid does.
Next topic, my nigga.
Because I'm going to piss him off. Listen.
We ain't getting no goddamn well.
All right,